Welcome back to the Geoff Lems level solving commentary video series. And we have reached the final video of the series here because we are down to the final 10 levels of the Mayhem rank and hence the final 10 levels of the pack. And so hold on a bit longer and we'll be done. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, first up, Mayhem 21, Lemmings in the Radiator. Alrighty. Quite honestly, I don't really remember this level. Alrighty, send up the first lemming as a climber here. Okay, bomb when we get up here. And it seems that we just rinse and repeat probably. But yeah, send up 5 more climbers. Yeah, everyone else will be contained. Oh no. No, yes. Everyone will be contained in here. So first of all, why was that bomber necessary? Oh yes, just to let them through. Okay. Okay. Last climber bashes on through the crystal here to reach the exit. Okay, bomb here. Okay, and then bomb the last climber here, and then these both become floaters as well. So now they're both athletes. Okay, bomb here. Okay, do not bash them out. Oh yes. Need to build to get up here first. Yeah, and that's both of our builders here. Though I suppose it doesn't really matter if you bash them out first. Or maybe it does. Yeah, because we'll just cut off the diagonal. No, it would not. Okay. So yeah, I guess technically it doesn't really matter. Whether you bash them out first before building. Yeah, and all in 2.5 minutes here. Pretty interesting. Mayhem 22, Gray Matter. Let's go. Alright, so send up the first 2 lemmings as climbers here. And then, yeah, third, fourth. So 5th lemming is a blocker. So I guess technically it doesn't really matter when you make a lemming a blocker. Yeah, especially if it's a pass-through one. Because as long as you make one before anyone slips on by and falls into the bottomless pit there. First one digs here, second one digs here. Yeah, above this pole. So yeah, this is another one where the level, or rather the solution can be difficult to work out. Yeah, as it turns out, the sequence of digging is pretty critical here. Yeah, and then we dig here, yeah, so that the digger gets cancelled, but then you're able to climb back out and then dig through these later on. So I suppose it just depends on when you send out them as climbers. Okay, now what am I waiting for? I think I am just trying to like sync these guys up or something, but actually maybe not. No, I think we just build from one side only. But yeah, I see what's going on because yeah, if we do this, we want to build for the left side only. So therefore, he needs to be facing to the right. And then, yeah, you don't want to dig here while he's facing the left, otherwise he'll walk into the lava and drown. And then finally bash on through this wall, and same thing with this wall to reach the exit. Yep, and that's already it. And then that bomber is for the blocker, you wish. Yep, which I apparently used it for that. So yeah, it's a very nice level, but it can certainly be major challenge here. Just gotta watch your which direction you're assigning the diggers and whatnot. Mayhem 23, Speed King. Time limited 3 minutes here. I believe every second is critical here. Yeah, because I think I remember finishing just when it came down to the wire on time. Okay, so of course you need to build over the gap twice. Yeah, there's no way to turn around at the beginning, not with the skills that you have. If you had even one miner, yeah, and a builder, yeah, then it's just a simple builder then mine to hit the steel to turn around. That's it. And then build across the gap, of course. Yeah, twice. And then, yeah, build over the rope trap here. And then, yeah, since time is of the essence, we're going to go ahead and cancel the builder with a basher. Okay, bash on through here. Yeah, we don't want to bash out to the right. I'd also walk out here and fall into the bottomless abyss. Okay, and then bash through here. Yeah, to make a turnaround point. Yeah, bash on through, of course. Build across the gap. And then same thing here. Oh. Right. Yeah, you want to speed your way through this. So just build one brick and then cancel with the basher. Or, here I waited for 2 bricks, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then build across and then also make him a climber. Yeah, bash on through. And then finally, all the stuff to do is to build to reach the exit, and that's it. Not exactly on coming down to the wire in time, but it is pretty tight as you can see. Yeah, because there was only 5 seconds remaining. Still a very nice one though. Yeah, especially since there's only one lemming here to manage, so it's not too stressful. This, on the other hand, Mayhem 24, Pyramid Scheme. Oh yes, I remember this one being a pretty hard level. And I even remember there was a discussion with Mobius about this level. Yeah, like I think about a year and a half ago or so. But yes, I remember this one being very, very hard. So yes, it may not seem very difficult because of the skill set here. You only have climbers and diggers, but yeah, look at this jumbled mess. It's not exactly a jumbled mess, but you get what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, send up the first 3 as climbers here. Yeah, the solution itself isn't like hard to execute or anything. It's just a very, very hard solution to like figure out and stuff. But anyway, first, or rather, last climber digs here. Yeah, anyway, such that the digger gets cancelled. Yeah, this pretty much essentially what makes this low really hard is that there's plenty of issues that you can come across here while you're trying to solve the low. You think you got the low beat, but then you encounter a problem that like, oh, I can't fix it now because of how I placed the diggers and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, second climber digs here, and then yeah, first one will dig here, and then this last one will dig here, in a way that he gets cancelled again. So now we only have 3 diggers remaining. So you can probably guess where they need to go. Here, here, and here. Yeah, in order to make a path to the exit. Yeah, a really nice builder list one at that too. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites, but yeah, it's a very, very hard one. So I guess the biggest problem is just figuring out how to get to these bottom poles. Yeah, in order to dig them away. Because yeah, that's obviously the only way you can get to the exit. So needless to say, this one is a deceptively difficult level. Yeah, it may not look like it, yeah, just from the skill set, but no, it actually is. And has been known to give some people quite some problems with this. Yeah, myself included. Though, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably like the hardest it gets here. Maybe except for one other level. Yeah, after this one, or after this one. Mayhem 25, main forward, please. Yeah, this one can also be difficult. Yeah, just thinking about what the solution would look like. So it's another very pretty restricted skill set here. 2 climbers, 1 floater, 5 builders, 1 basher, and 2 diggers. So first one gets a climber, or becomes a climber. Second one digs here. Okay. In the meantime, the climber goes on over here and builds. And then do they bash? Yes, they bash towards. No, they don't. Only he bashes, and then the digger here is stopped with a boulder. Yeah, and when the basher is about here, then I send up another climber from the digger pit here. I think this was just to like create some timing or something, probably. Yeah, so here the basher is able to keep on going. Yeah, despite the width of this digger pit. Yeah, he gets a floater. And then I think it's just a matter of like, maybe it's containing the crowd again, but maybe not. No, actually, no, we do not hold back the crowd, so we need to dig here. Yeah. Yes, because this is a safe fall for the others, and then, yeah, we also need to do this at a time so that, like, everyone passes the second climber, so that they all fall out facing to the left. Yeah, then of course build over the water gap here, and then of course build over this gap, and then he has more than enough time to finish before the others arrive. Yeah, and then finally, use your last builder to get across the rest of the water gap, and that's it. So yeah, another pretty challenging level here. It's definitely not easy to work out the solution, but it's a very nice one. Yeah, most definitely, at least in my opinion. And 2 minutes and 1 second exactly. Interesting. Mayhem 26 parking garage, and if I am not mistaken, I believe this was the winner of an LDC. I think maybe the winner of an LDC and level of the year. Yeah, I think it won both actually. But I definitely know it won at least one of them. I think most critically the level of the year. I think. So, regardless of which contest or contests it won, yeah, my congrats to Geoffster here. Yeah, with this load, it's a very, very nice one. Yeah, and it's a builderless one, and most definitely one of the hardest loads of the pack too, considering how late it is in the rank, in the Mayhem rank. Yeah, so lemming on the left side gets a climber. Yeah, the right entrance is fine. Yeah, they're contained, and then, well, same thing with the left one. Left entrance is also contained. Okay, bash on through here. Okay, and then bash on through here while letting one on go up the ramp, and then dig up here with the climber. Yeah, and then due to the terrain here, the basher is going to move downwards. Yeah, then we bash here. And yes, you need to say everybody here, so yeah, so we let the next lemming join up with this basher by bashing as well. Yeah, doesn't really matter if some of them turn around here, because they will still be safe from the shredders and whatnot, or the shredder. Yeah, there's only one here. At least where the lemmings are getting into danger. Okay, yeah, I thought I joined another basher there. No, this digger becomes a basher. So more than enough time to finish before the next one arrives and turns around. Okay, bash up here. No. I think I'd rather there being some like digging here to like get this crowd out later. Okay, bash here so that they don't walk into the shredder trap. So now these guys are safely contained. Yeah, until this basher finishes. That's coming towards them. Oh. Okay, bash on here, and then bash here. Why is this basher needed? I guess I'll see as the solution unravels here. Okay, so this gets the crowd up, yeah, all the way to up here, where they'll be safely contained for the time being. In the meantime, the climber goes out. need to bash here so that he does not go up here, fall down, and splat. Oh, yes, he needs to go over here to get back up. Yeah, because if we don't do that, then, yeah, he'll be stuck in an infinite loop. Oop! That was really weird regarding the music. Sorry about that. Yeah, it seems pretty random when that happens, yeah, on my laptop. But, thankfully, it's very rare, though. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. Yeah, it's very rare. So yeah, we don't bash to uncover the exit yet. So yeah, we need to dig down here. Okay, cancel the digger with a basher, and then we bash in the same way as we did the lower levels here, at this so-called parking garage. Yeah, in a way so that he does not get interrupted as he goes downwards. And then finally, all that's left to do is to bash to uncover the exit, I think. So I think we have a basher left over. Yes. Very nice all. So a very well-deserved win for Geoffster here. Yeah, and again, you would think that the low isn't too difficult because of the skill set, but no, it actually is. Yeah, but it's a very nice challenge though. Mayhem 27 breakage, and a time limit of 2 minutes here. So yeah, it's another repeat. As a matter of fact, I think this is the first repeat. Yeah, in the entire video so far. Maybe the only one too. Yeah, that is unless I've forgotten an earlier though. So yeah, only diggers this time. So yeah, dig with the first lemming. And then dig with the second lemming when he's facing to the left inside the digger pit. Oh, and then what happened here? And then I dig with the third lemming. Yeah, also facing to the left. Yeah, then we max out the release rate here. Okay, and we're allowed to lose up to 33. So yeah, it really does seem that it's just all due to timing here. Oh, yeah, and so it's not exactly a repeat, yeah, of the original, because yeah, the exit is now on the left side rather than on the right side. Well, there's no hidden one, right? Yeah, there's no hidden exit, and even if there was, you wouldn't be able to access it anyway. Well, no, yeah, it just depends on where it's placed. Yeah, but even then, yeah, in general, it probably wouldn't be accessible. But anyway, dig here, and then, where else do I dig? I dig here. Yes, it seems that is to, make a ramp for them over here, so therefore, there needs to be some good timing here. Yeah, so some lemming slipped on by this digger, but that's okay. Yeah, again, we can lose up to 33. And then, yeah, dig with another lemming here. Yeah, and it's at a time when it's going to be a safe drop for the others. And then, yeah, start digging up here. Yeah, and then dig here as well. Yeah, and now the rest just go into oblivion here. But we still managed to save more than enough. Yeah, and I started to do, but it doesn't really matter since they all get lost to the bottomless pit before that happens. Well, so it's such a useless nuke that I did there, which doesn't even happen at all. Mayhem 28, dazed and confused. This is honestly another one that I don't really remember. Okay, 4 climbers, 1 floater, 8 builders, 3 bashers, 2 miners, and 2 diggers. First time maybe gets a climber, and then same thing with the second one. Yeah, third one digs here. Yeah, build up here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 5. So 6 lemming becomes a climber. Okay, build here, and then yeah, the lemming that is trapped with the digger also gets a climber. Yeah, and then we bash with the digger once he's low enough. Yeah, 2 builders here. Okay, and then mine here, and then build to get over the gap here, but then 1 lemming slips on by here. Yeah, everyone else will be contained in here. Yeah, and then we need to build over the gap before this climber arrives. So yeah, I think I can see why this is called Dazed and Confused. Yeah, just by seeing this solution again after so long. Yeah, build across the gap here, of course. And then bash through the one-way wall. Yeah, to release the crowd. Then what else happens? Yeah. Someone became a floater. Oh, he became a floater. Yeah, I thought it was this guy because of this right here. Okay, bash on through, of course. Yeah, otherwise they won't have a way to reach the exit later on. And you need to do it now because, yeah, he's facing the right way to bash through it. Yeah, then we need to dig here because there's no more floaters available. So, yeah, he needs to dig down in order to get down safely. And wait, did I? Okay, yeah, I did assign all climbers. Yeah, I thought I assigned another climber in the meantime. And then, yeah, go ahead and build to the exit now. And then we're gonna go ahead and cancel this digger with a builder later. Or miner, doesn't really matter. Yeah, but I chose to cancel with a builder. And that's it. So yeah, a very, very nice law. I really love how you need to send multiple workers, yeah, in several different places here. And also make use of delaying to keep the crowd safe. So a very, very nice solution here. Mayhem 29, a wing and a prayer. So penultimate low now. Alright, 10 climbers, 4 floaters, 3 builders, 2 bashers, and 2 diggers. So last 2 lemmings become climbers here, and then everyone down here is a climber. Dig up here with or rather dig here with the first lemming. Alright, and then I dig here, yeah, right next to the first digger pit. And then I also bash with the last lemming here. Yeah, this cancels the second digger. Yeah, while also making a surmountable ramp. Oh, and sorry. Okay, he gets a climber. Looks like he also became a floater in the meantime. Although, no. I thought I assigned like a climber somewhere. So they both become climbers. So really, did I really assign? Oh, I did assign a floater at the very beginning. No. These guys are floaters. I'm sorry, not climbers. Okay, that's why I got thrown off. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, these guys are floaters, not climbers. Okay, and then this becomes a climber. And then looks like this one became a climber. Yeah, this one is still only a floater. Yeah, now he becomes a climber as well. Okay, and this digger finishes just in the nick of time to get the other climbers up. Okay, bash on here to make a turnaround point. Yeah, the others are delayed because they are climbers. Okay, and then build to get to the exit with just 2 builders, I believe. And then we're going to cancel this basher with builder. Yeah, just bashing as much as possible to delay, to give the others a very long delay. Yeah, to give this guy enough time to build, to reach the exit. And as you can see, finishes just in the nick of time as well. Yep, and that appears to be it. So yeah, another very nice level here, in my opinion. So once again, it's all about your delay tactics here. Yeah, sorry about the whole rewinding and stuff, because yeah, I apparently got confused. Yeah, with what skills were assigned and everything. Yeah, and I even mentioned the wrong permanent skills. And finally, Mayhem 30, one more red nightmare. And quite honestly, I think there's like some unintentional thing here. Yeah, I don't know if it was exactly like that in the original. I think it was, actually. Yeah, now that I think about it. But anyway, yeah, I'll point that out when we get to it. So yeah, for the final level, this isn't like anywhere near the hardest, but it's still one of the more challenging levels of the pack. Yeah, it's most certainly more challenging than the original final level of Lemmings 1, most definitely. Okay, block here. Okay, second one floats down here. Okay, and looks like I bomb here. Yeah, as bomb a faller. Yeah, so one lemming will fall through, and then the next one will build while he's on the platform to catch the others. Okay, make him a floater, and then build across the lava here. And then start building here. Okay, and then here we're gonna go ahead and mine to free the blocker. Yeah, and this guy finishes just in the nick of time to catch the others. Mine here, and then continue to build up here. Yeah, so 2 builders is what it takes, I think. Okay, and then stop the miner mid-stroke of a builder. Okay, and then finally use our final builder here to get to the platform here. Yeah, so I believe it has to be around this spot exactly, otherwise he'll hit his head and not see off the gap completely. And then, yes, he becomes a climber. And then also a floater. Yeah, and I do believe it's right here, because I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Because I always feel like as if the intention was to completely block this part off with the firebox by burying the trigger deep enough so that no one can pass through unless you like dig before and then bash once you're low enough. But it's like I said though, I do believe it was exactly like this in the original too. Anyway, mine here to hit the steel to turn around, and now we can mine the crowd out. And so with all that being said, yeah, now they can just pass on through unharmed. Yeah, even after reaching the other side too. Again, I don't know if that was intentional though. And if I am not mistaken, I believe Geoffster doesn't even like go through it like that. Yeah, instead he had to like dig and then bash on through. Yeah, which is exactly what I have here. Yeah, a digger and a basher to be able to do that. I suppose I could just check the Lemmings level database. Yeah, because thanks to Mindless's work there, yeah, there is a clear physics mode that you can activate. Yeah, you play it in the online browser, or yeah, in an online browser. Alrighty, so with the completion of Mayhem 30, that brings us back to the first level, which is Fun 1. Alrighty, so that is all 120 levels of Geoff Lems. And so, if you've been following since the beginning, I hope you enjoyed this Geoff Lems level solving commentary video series that I've made. And I've been pinging Geoffster on in the YouTube video descriptions, yeah, when I upload these. So I am thinking that they have seen these, yeah, but I'm not certain though. Yeah, I think Geoffster is another one of those like users where they didn't make their channel public, or at least their subscriptions. So therefore, if they have like indeed like subscribed and followed my channel, yeah, then I don't get any notification of that. Yeah, it's only if for those users who have made their subscription list public, yeah, then I get a notification. Um, but I am definitely hoping that Geoffster has seen these though, because yeah, I think they'll be very pleased to know that a user out there is covering his pack slash levels, yeah, on YouTube and in the video series where there's commentary provided, yeah, on what I thought about these levels when I solved them, yeah, quite some time ago. But yeah, it's like I mentioned in the first video of this series. I've been meaning to do this for a very long time. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I originally wanted to do this like a few months ago, but yeah, I guess due to some like lack of motivation and like just wanting to like take a break from like lemmings in general. Yeah, I decided to like do other stuff. But now I've finally done it, so yeah, I can finally put myself at ease here for Geoff Lems, because Geoff Lems is such a wonderful pack. Yeah, just like many others have said. Yeah, it's a pretty enjoyable one, and most definitely still pretty accessible for like less experienced players. Yeah, they likely wouldn't have too many problems up until like maybe they get to like some point in the taxing break. Yeah, now I have noted that the difficulty does increase a bit faster than Lemmings 1 did, but again, a lot of these levels should still be very accessible to mini players. Yeah, whether you're an experienced solver or not. Um, but even then, yeah, I would still highly recommend giving this pack a go. Yeah, and again, I had to thank Namita here for converting the pack to new formats Neo Lemmings. Yeah, it really it originally started off in very old formats DLMX before Geoffster converted to or ported this over to old formats DLMX, and then finally Nimita converted it to modern DLMX. But yeah, now that it is available for new formats DLMX, yeah, most definitely give this pack a go, because so many great levels in this pack, and Geoffster did a really great job with them. And quite honestly, I have to say, it's been a very nice trip down memory lane, just seeing these levels again after so long. Yeah, I apparently haven't seen the levels in like 5 years or so, I think. So a very long time. But yeah, it's been really great seeing the levels again after so long. So I was like, oh yes, it made me remember that how great these levels are. Yeah, in general. Yeah. Now there were probably like maybe a few that I wasn't like as keen on as some others, but maybe they're not to an extent of like oh yeah, I just downright dislike them. That like yeah, but but rather just in relation to the lows that I really like. Yeah, I wasn't I didn't like them as much as the ones that I really liked. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I know how very confusing I must have said that, but then again, yeah, language was isn't my forte at all. Yeah, it never was, and yeah, like I still decent did pretty decent in that subject. Yeah, while I was going to school and whatnot, but yeah, but in general though, yeah, language isn't my forte. Yeah, that's where mathematics and science comes in. Yeah, those tend to be my forte. So yes, once again, the Geoff Lems novel solving commentary video series, everybody. So with this, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all around for future projects slash LP slash future updates for my upcoming level pack. Yeah, that's in development right now. Um, so pretty much what I have planned now is that now that the Geoff Lems level solving commentary video series is done, yeah, I plan to do copycat Lemmings next. So that's a um, custom pack by Peter Spada, yeah, so AKA Esman, yeah, on the Lemmings forums, who made a pack for cheapo, and yeah, I would definitely love to do that pack next, because that was another wonderful pack that I enjoyed. Yeah, playing through many years ago, and yeah, I've also been meaning to like cover that pack from quite some time ago as well, just like Geoff Lems. And yeah, there will be some mechanical differences, but or some mechanics differences, but I will explain to them, or rather, I will explain them as we go along in that video series as well. And yeah, I think just like Geoff Lems, I will also giving that a level solving commentary video series as well, because a lot of the things are better explained, yeah, like orally, yeah, rather than watching a silent playthrough. Because I'm pretty sure there will be some head scratching, yeah, from viewers who just watch the videos and there's like no audio commentary or anything, yeah, explaining what's like happening. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, and I will likely start that within a day or so, possibly even later today if I feel like it. But you know, there's still plenty of things that I need to do, like before like Tuesday of next week, since that is the date that my parents will be returning from their vacation in Vietnam. Yeah, I wasn't able to join them this year, but yeah, I am definitely thinking of having a nice Vietnam trip. Yeah, sometime next year for myself. So I definitely look forward to that, since next year will be 6 years since the last time I was since my first and last time in Vietnam. Um, so yeah, again, Geoff Lem's Level Solving Commentary Video series, everybody. See you guys are around.